We're here at High Point Market. We have a very special guest today, Brownlee Currey with Currey Company. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
it's
you
nice
for,
to be
for
here.
coming up so early. We appreciate it.
Look, High Point Market is one of my favorite moments of the year, and so wouldn't miss it.
I love it. I love it. Well, let's get started. Tell everybody what's happening at Curan Company this time around.
Well, so at Curan Company, we have about 300 new introductions for this market, but most notably, we have two brand new categories for our business. We have a collection of rechargeable portable table lamps, so our very first cordless collection. Which we're really excited about and have been really well received. It's a very Art Deco, machine age themed collection and really charming. And then we also have our first collection of bath vanities based off of a number of our case goods pieces. And so that gives us entry into a whole new category.
That's fantastic. And of course, we've got K-Biz and some of that going on this time around.
Exactly.
So that's perfectly timely. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think we all know kitchen and bath is where a majority of renovation dollars get spent. And so don't you want to have the opportunity to participate in that place?
Absolutely. And that leads us to the next question. I think let's talk about what's happening at the consumer marketplace that's influencing your product development.
Well, so we are closer to the consumer than we have ever been. And our business is still very much a wholesale one. And so we know that the interior designer, who in one sense functions as a highly educated, highly engaged consumer, we know that the interior designer is where we're really focused, and we have been focused for a decade, on that space. And so the challenge of this consumer marketplace is it's deeply fragmented. The styling is not necessarily consistent. There's sort of regional variation, and then there's also just a wide range of styles being pursued out there. So for us, that's been a little freeing. There's not a single unified theme.
Right.
Instead, it's fantastic items to fit into the individual projects. So we're thinking more about where does this go? What does it look like in a project? How does the consumer use this piece? Not necessarily this collection, not necessarily this introduction, but we want to visualize where each piece goes.
And it's perfect because consumers now are going to do things their way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, and they're going to shop piece by piece. In many cases, they're going to have queued you up online before there's, any purchase or path to purchase or any of that stuff. They're looking at the items individually before, that transaction's ever going to happen. And so we kind of know we have to work on our presentation one piece at a time.
Well, and I want to segue a little bit. We do know one sort of unifying theme at retail, at consumer, I'll say. I don't know necessarily throughout retail yet, but it's health and wellness. And there's growing interest and appreciation and embracing of the concept of health and wellness. Now, you've got a couple of unique takes on that. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, so you're right that health and wellness, I think it's funny, it's spread broadly into our industry, but it has also become a focus for more and more people in their lifestyles.
Yes.
And so I do think there's really interesting work being done in the industry on reducing VOCs, on reducing environmental impact of a ton of what we're doing, and facilitating a restful experience in the home, which is what a whole lot of people are looking for really out of their home. If it's the sanctuary, this is a place that I want to literally be healing and literally be comforting if the rest of the world is as chaotic and difficult as it can be.
As it always is, I think an interesting thing is, we've been at market now for days and days on our end, and I am seeing on the upholstery side particularly, there is this whole forest, woodlands kind of thing going on.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. I'm a gardener, and so
Yes.
I always stay fairly close to those kind of topics. Now, specifically, I grow miniature trees, Japanese style
Exactly.
bonsai,
That's what I want to talk about.
and that practice. And it's really interesting. I grow it because I want to live with beautiful, refined bonsai, and those are the peaceful, joyful moments in my day.
I love it.
The best 15 minutes of the day is in the morning with your cup of coffee, the first cup of coffee in the day. The dog and I let myself out, and I just get to go and enjoy my trees.
Now, you have an event at Market,
I
correct?
did. We had an event yesterday at Market, actually.
We had it already.
And
okay.
we had it already. And so we had about 35 or 40 people come, and we got to discuss the beauty of autumn.
Nice.
And sort of all the kind of special things that you might enjoy, appreciate, and also sort of what's happening with your plant physiology in autumn and why that leads to specific work at that time of year.
Well, it is totally a timely topic, and we're going to stay in close touch with you about that as well. Congratulations on the items for Bath.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
thank
We'll
you.
be excited to watch how that goes.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think, we know our customers are working in that space. And so it's really just giving them more options. And so, honestly, we did really well with it yesterday.
Yes,
so I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, wonderful.
I appreciate that part.
Wonderful. Win-win at Currey Company, from bonsai to bathrooms this time around. Stay tuned for more information.